I'm Carla McDougall, founder of Reflective Life Ministries. Welcome to Reflecting Today. We highlight ministries in the North Houston area that are impacting the kingdom of God. And so today with me, I have my co-host, Robin Murray, and we want to share with you my very good friend, Melinda Trawick. And she started a ministry called Coupon Angels. And we also have with us another ministry that is another good friend of mine, Jana Grinnan. And the Coupon Angels have affected her ministry, which is at Wildwood Methodist, and it is called Family Assistance Ministry. Welcome to our show.
Thank you.
We are glad you're here. So share with us just a little bit. Let's begin with Melinda. Share with us, how did the Coupon Angels even come to be?
Well, I was at church, and our pastor was preaching on the book of John, and he mentioned that anyone can have a ministry, anyone can help the community, even if you're a housewife. You can help the community. I'm thinking, well, I'm a housewife, but really, what can I do? I can't go to Africa. I can't feed the world, but I am a housewife and I feed children, so I go to the grocery store twice a week maybe, so I'm good at that. So I thought if I could gather up a group of my friends and we all went and we shopped together for the food bank, we'd have fun doing it. But then we added coupons to the mix, and we made it into a game, and we would try to find coupon with what was on sale at the store, and we would save our money, we would stretch that dollar, and what we would spend for lunch, we buy for our community. And we buy meals for what we would spend for one lunch. Okay, now I love that idea, don't you? I mean, think about that. What do you spend for lunch at, let's just say, a fast food chain? Let's say, what would be a good... Me or my teenage son? Yeah, that's a good question. What would be $7, let's say, maybe? Yeah, $7 to $10. If you go to Chili's and you throw in a tip, you can get $12 to $15 for a lunch. Okay, so what could you buy instead of that lunch? What could you purchase with coupons, with savings? Show us an example. Yeah, we've got an example to show you. This meal, a spaghetti meal for your family, for one hamburger or one fast food restaurant meal, you can buy. What we did, we bought 5 ragouts with pasta for the same price of one Happy Meal. That is amazing. Coupons, though, right? And because we were able to stretch our dollar, we play a game with coupons, and I was able to use a coupon for ragout, and then we also shop sales too in the stores. The stores will have tremendous sales, but do you really need 10 bags of pasta for your home? Right. Probably not, but a food bank could use 10 bags. Well, these are 48 cents a bag on their special. Wow. So either a hamburger meal or a meal for a family for 5 nights. That is unbelievable. Yeah, and there's more. Look at all. Okay, so let's go to breakfast. Okay, there's always coupons for cereal, and cereal's a pretty good staple for food banks. And so I believe this came with a coupon. The store was having a sale. We put the sale with the coupons, and we were able to get all the cereal, which, I mean, you can get a lot of breakfasts out of a box of cereal for your kids. Absolutely. And we were able to get this for a price of a hamburger meal. So when you multiply this is like one person. Yeah. When you multiply that times a group of friends, it's a trunk load to a food bank every week. We have a fun time doing it. That is fun. Now, what do you have here? This is another example. There's always coupons for Hamburger Helper, and then the store was having $1 a box. And so we buy the kind that has the tuna or the chicken, and we buy the tuna that goes with it. And so for a price of a Chili's salad, or I shouldn't say, just for whatever, you can feed a family their meals for a week. Now, the tuna reminds me of something, because you had mentioned to me at the very beginning
of something that the Lord had put on your heart when it comes to this. Do you mind explaining that?
Well, in the book of John, there's a story of feeding the loaves of bread and the fishes and feeding the multitudes. And, of course, all we can do is supply a little bit, but we put it in God's hands, and we give it to the food pantries, and we hope and pray that it all multiplies, and we hope the word gets out that we're just doing a little bit. Mother Teresa, she said, I can't do great things, but I can do small things with great love. And so I feel like we're not doing great things, but we are doing what we can do with love.
And what God has called you to do. And what I love is that you're being faithful in that place that He has called you to. And that gives me God bumps, is what I call it.
We've been meeting, there's a group of us. This is a core group of about 10 of us. And we meet every Monday, and we've been doing this for about 2.5 years now. We meet every Monday, and friends can join us anytime. If you know, it might not be on your schedule to go the whole month, but if you can just come one Monday, whenever. Every Monday, it's a trunk load of groceries, and it's just amazing. And believe, it's not just me; it's all the women that come and do it, and it's just we have fun doing it.
I've had fun watching you. I actually went and did an interview, wrote an article over them, and watching what they had, their coupons, their ads, all over the coffee shop tables, and drinking their coffee, laughing, and then breaking up into groups. The thing I want you to know is that you can do the same thing. If God is placing this on your heart, this is such an example of how you can do just a little bit that can make a huge difference. One area I want to move to is I want us to understand how your ministry has affected another ministry. I think this is very important. It's probably what we are trying to do with this show is that there are pockets of ministries out there that if you come together, you can affect one another and make a bigger impact.
Right.
And that is what has happened with Jana Grinnan and her ministry. Welcome, Jana. We are glad you're here. Let us, first of all, share with us how and where you were at the state of before the Coupon Angels started joining your ministry and supplying what you're doing. So share a little bit with us.
I'm a coordinator of Family Assistant Ministries at Wildwood United Methodist Church. And normally our main goal is to help pay bills for people in need and stop a disconnect of electricity, water, help pay a rent. So then I decided it would be nice if we could add food, because the area food bank that most people go to, they have restrictions. You can come once a month, but they don't give enough food to hold over. And the one thing they don't give enough of is meat and coal products. So when I heard about Melinda, who's a good friend, doing this, after they were doing it a few months, I kind of jumped on the bandwagon and was like, hey, would you be willing to help us out? So she agreed, and they come. They're on a rotation. I'm every third week. And I'm telling you, when they come, I cannot wait. It's just like Christmas every day. And she's like, let me help you unload. And I'm like, no, I want to go through the sacks myself. And put them in the shelf. Before, I was buying the food mainly myself. Sometimes at my door in the office there would be drop-offs. A few people that I knew at church would, drop things by, but not a significant amount where I could really call myself a food pantry. So when she started, it is phenomenal, the products that they bring me. And I mean, hamburger helper, tuna helper, chicken helper is just, like the best that you could give, the clients that come in. It's a full meal. And
That's
then
amazing.
Between cereal and, I mean, most food banks, everybody gets peanut butter and jelly. But they just give wonderful products, and it's made a complete difference. It has filled my pantry full and just allowed me to now call myself a food pantry.
Jana, I'm wondering if someone is watching today and they're thinking, maybe that they could benefit from a food pantry, from your food pantry ministry. But they might be thinking, I bet I have to fill out a bunch of forms. I don't know if I qualify, that kind of thing. Could you tell us a little bit more about what does it take for someone to sort of qualify, or do they need to qualify to get assistance from you?
We absolutely have no qualifications. I usually just ask that you live in Magnolia or Montgomery County because economy is so bad that we try to stay within our area. There are food banks in Tomball, food banks in other areas, but Magnolia and beyond west is what I call no man's land. There's really very, very little help. We have SOS, Society of Samaritans, which is our main government help. We have Stonebridge, and we have us, but each food pantry does not give enough for a family to survive on a month. So you just come in or you call me and make an appointment, and I'll just give you food. We also offer rental assistance. We offer utility help, stop disconnects, gas, electricity, really just whatever it takes. We've held a funeral for a little boy. We've done many things. This last week, in particular, I had 15 people who just came in asking for food. I had a woman and two little children that came in, and she said, I have nothing for dinner. I have no food. And it just breaks your heart. But because of the Coupon Angels, I have a basket that I load brimful. And because of them, and also contributions from area Starbucks and our area Randall's, they give us their food products, pastries, we were able to give them a huge amount of food.
You were telling us earlier about something that you do, I think, once a month that is called Little Twig.
Yes.
Yeah, tell us about that, because some people might find that to be a good connecting point.
Yeah. Little Twig is the clothing area. If you go to Society of Samaritans and you need clothing, they'll give you a voucher, and you go to Little Twig. It's like a little shopping. You go in, get the clothes for free. So every Saturday, about a year ago, our church started feeding lunch. It's just free. We do about a 15, 20-minute devotional and just give you a free lunch. And then we bring tubs full of pastry bread products that are donated to us.
Wow, that's great.
So it has been so successful over the last year that several churches in Magnolia have wanted to jump on board. So now Wildwood is on a rotation. We do it probably once a month. And along with the devotional, there's a Spanish interpreter.
Oh, that is
okay. So it is happening every week.
Every single week.
But you guys are involved once a month because so many people have gotten involved. Wow.
It's wonderful.
Well, what I love about this is what Reflective Life is all about. Reflective Life Ministries is all about, is connecting people.
Yeah.
That's where Carla's heart is, I know. And it's just great to see how Melinda has connected with Jana, who is already connected and understands kind of how the system works, the government and how the faith-based ministries and all of that. And so just we and Carla's Reflective Life want to be another link in that chain to get the information out and to keep connecting and keep people finding out about the great things that are going on.
And this is the heart of Share Fair. We have a ministry through Reflective Life Ministries called Share Fair that will be in January. We're going to have more information on that. Sign up starts September 1st. Just want you to know so that you can be ready to go. Anyway, this is what we see here with how God is using this ministry to affect this ministry to impact a community. That is our heart for how can we be a hub to help bring ministries together. So thank you so much for being with us. Just tell us one other thing. If people want to find out how to maybe contribute, how to be part of your ministry, where do they need to go?
Wildwood United Methodist Church, 8911 FM 1488. I do want to mention we are not government subsidized. So we do not take 1 million forms. We don't take your firstborn. I live by Matthew 25:40. That for what you've done for the least of these brothers of mine, you've done for me. We just welcome everybody.
And I can think of no better place to end this show than that very verse. Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate your heart. Again, we want to thank you for joining us today. And we look forward to more episodes of Reflecting Today. So don't forget to join in with us next time as we focus in more on Share Fair 2013, Connecting Women in Ministry.